Hello ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host, AirsoftAL, and a little bit more of a laid-back, honestly, video right here, just because I wanted to kind of do this to kind of talk about some projects I'm doing, or at least one project I'm doing. I was just to find out that Amazon actually does have airsoft parts on there through not just Lancer Tactical, but also several other airsoft companies. I kind of want to do an Amazon project, honestly. Yes, everyone can tell me, oh, you sure through e-Vike, you sure through Airsoft GI, you but honestly, because I mostly use Amazon, and a lot of other people I know use Amazon, I'm actually going to be different. I am actually going to do strictly Amazon only and order a lot, well, not a lot, but just a good amount of parts. Now, why I'm doing this is because Amazon also sells through the Matrix Amazon store the XR5. For those who don't know what the XR5 is, the XR5 is actually a pretty cool little airsoft replica. If you don't know what that is, let me go ahead and just grab it right here, right now, which is this little bad boy right here. This little bad boy right here is basically an amalgamation of several different sci-fi style, just everything mashed together. This is basically what happens when you have Photoshop and you take elements of different sci-fi guns like the Halo Assault Rifle, the Quake Wars Rifle, and everything else and just mash it all together. And the big thing is that this little bad boy right here has a mostly polymer gearbox with mostly polymer bushings. And what I'm going to do is literally replace all the parts that are plastic with mostly metal. And I'm going to do that, and again, mostly just completely make it, you know, better, in a sense. Okay, but it actually isn't a polymer gearbox, it's actually a metal gearbox, but it has plastic bushings. So, yeah. The big thing is I'm going to replace the bushings with 8mm bearing bushings. I'm going to replace the gears with some SHS gears. I'm going to replace the piston head with the piston inside with a fully CNC metal piston with, I believe, 16 or 17 teeth. The nozzle is going to be replaced with a metal nozzle. The hop-up is going to be replaced with, which I'm going to try and get close for you guys so you can see the hop-up in there. I'm going to replace that with a metal CNC rotary style hop-up because that actual hop-up is actually a lot more superior from my experiences than your standard classic V2 style hop-up. The other thing is mostly the motor, which I already have. A lot of motors is just going to be replaced with something a little bit more speedy, a little more snappy. It's just going to be something a lot better, in my opinion. The big reason for the hop-up is because the hop-up is kind of a pain for if I want to use other style of magazines. I have actually read and looked and even talked to guys who have owned XR5s. They've replaced the hop-up with a rotary style hop-up, and that has actually given them a lot of better feeding of other style magazines, including the Stanag mags. It's mostly because the hop-up that is in there does not play well with other magazines that are not the XR5 mag. Even the Stanag mags are kind of a big issue, so that's going to be the big thing. The other big reason why I'm wanting to basically do this as a project build is because I kind of want to prove to a lot of guys who will always say, a lot of the people who are always being told, oh, you should go to this company for this upgrade, you should go to that company for that upgrade. I don't want to do that, honestly. I want to show that Amazon is a good option for those who want to upgrade their airsoft replicas with parts that they sell on the website and just kind of show, hey, these parts are legitimately good, they're great, they're actually better than most, and or at least in some cases economically better choice because of Amazon's better pricing, in my opinion. Yes, you will find items on there that do have a shipping thing that says, hey, if you pay this much, you can get it by this day. I'm going to just do the standard free shipping rate because, again, I'm not going anywhere, primarily. This is a front-wired gun, so, again, not that big of an issue because the battery space on this bad boy is actually pretty big. If you, yeah, this entire bottom piece right here is legitimately, will fit a lot of lipos. Like, it will fit the huge Titan 11-1 stick lipo like a champ. No issues, no anything. I mean, yeah, it is a bit of a pain in the butt to actually do that, but hey, you know, it's whatever. I like this handguard. It's actually very nice. The big thing is going to basically just be me focusing purely on the internals. I will probably document this project as it goes when I get the pieces in, just kind of, hey, I'm going to do this through the things. If you heard my brother's alarm go off, that's my brother, no worries about it. But again, the big reason I'm doing this is mostly just to kind of show, hey, this is what you can get on Amazon, and this is what you can upgrade through the way. I'm going to probably do a budget list through the entire thing. But again, each piece and part I put into this will basically be me showing, hey, this is what you can do to upgrade a XR5 if you want to actually upgrade. I know a lot of people have basically turned these into HPA builds. That is completely your prerogative to make an HPA build. That's your thing, brother. You know, you do what you ever want to do. Me, I'm just going at this in the sense of I want to keep an AEG and I want to make it a performance gun better than what it is. That is what I want to do. That's kind of what I'm going for. And again, I'm just doing this as a, hey, this is what you can do with it. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Anyway, I thought I'd do this little quick update for you guys, just kind of be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. If you got any questions, things like that, or really just any comments or suggestions for parts that you've seen on Amazon that you think would actually be good for this, this is all V2 parts, V2 compatible. Let me know in the comment section down below. Sadly, YouTube's kind of weird right now with links, so put the name of the product, or at least kind of like, hey, this is where you can find it on Amazon. I will try and find it. Again, the images and stuff you've seen on here are just examples of what I'm doing. If you have parts that you found on Amazon that have worked great for you, let me know in the comment section, and I will go with that. Either way, though, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I've been AirsoftAL, and this has kind of been a project update of, hey, this is what I'm doing behind the scenes when I'm not doing reviews or just like gaming and things like that. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I've been AirsoftAL, and I shall see you lovely, lovely people in the next video. Till next time.